Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Dream Desk Study Studio. Remember,
It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we grow.
you are safe here. Take your time.
Keep going, one step at a time. Let's do our best until the end of today's lesson.
Today we are learning to understand what a fraction is, identify parts of a fraction, numerator and denominator, explain a fraction as equal parts of a whole, represent fractions using simple visual models, read and write basic fraction. What is fraction? Here, I'm going to say we have Tom. And here, I'm going to say we have Jerry. And between them, they have one chocolate bar. But they are both hungry. They both want to have the chocolate bar. But there's only one chocolate bar. What do you think they can do with the chocolate bar? Most of you will say they can share it. You're right. They can share the chocolate bar. They can't have the whole chocolate bar themselves, but they can share it. And we like to be fair, so they share the chocolate bar equally between them. So they each had a part of a chocolate bar. Then what can we call this each part of the chocolate bar? We can't say one chocolate bar because it's a lot less than a whole chocolate bar. That's when we need fraction. Fraction means a number that is smaller than 1. So what does a fraction look like? We have a number at the top, and we have a line in the middle, and we have a top number is called a numerator, and the bottom number is called denominator. And this line in the middle is called a fraction bar. And fraction bar has a meaning, which is to divide. This fraction bar means to divide. What does a denominator mean? And what does a numerator mean? So let's go back to our little scenario of sharing a chocolate bar. We had this one chocolate bar, and two boys had to share the chocolate bar equally. So we have divided one chocolate bar into two equal pieces. So the denominator is going to be 2 here because it tells us how many equal parts something has been divided into. Now let's have a look at the numerator. We know that this side is eaten by Jerry, and this side is eaten by Tom. So if I was to color the part that Jerry has eaten, then out of the two equal pieces, Jerry ate one out of it. So the numerator is going to be 1 because it tells us how many pieces are affected out of all the equally shared pieces. So Jerry has eaten a half. So 1 over 2 has a special name, which is a half. Let's take another scenario. This time we have 4 people. This is Dad, this is Mom, and this is Tom, and this is Mia. They are a family. For dinner one night, they ordered a pizza, and they agreed to share the pizza equally between them. Because we have 4 people, we will be sharing the pizza into 4 equal pieces. Now, when we write the fraction, we know the denominator is going to be 4 because 1 whole pizza has been shared equally into 4 pieces. We can't use a whole number to show how much pizza each person has eaten because it's less than a whole. Let's think about how many pieces Tom ate. So Tom would probably take 1 of these slices, which makes it fair for everybody. So if I was to describe the amount of pizza Tom ate, I would put the numerator as 1 because he ate 1 piece of pizza out of 4 equally shared pieces. And we have a special name for the fraction with 4 in the denominator, which is a quarter. We have 1 at the top. We will call this fraction 1/4. If I was to describe the amount of pizza that Tom's parents ate together, so this part is eaten by Tom's dad, and this part is eaten by Tom's mom. So what is the fraction of pizza Tom's parents ate? Then we know that the pizza is split into 4 equal parts. So the denominator will be 4. And Tom's parents ate 2 pieces. So we will put 2 in the numerator part. And we will read this fraction something quarter because the denominator is 4 and the numerator is 2, so we are going to read this fraction 2/4. But if you have a look at this pizza and the amount of pieces that mom and dad ate, can you see that this is actually half of the whole pizza? So 2/4 is actually same as a half, and they are equal in size. Then let's have a look at the next scenario. This is Tom. This is Jerry. And this is Mia. Today is Mia's birthday and they're having a birthday party together. Mia likes unique things and she ordered a triangular cake. She ordered a triangular cake, and because they want to be fair, they all like to have cake, so they will share this cake equally between them. So I am going to cut it like this. This is the fairest way I can share them. Mia is going to have this piece. Do you think you can show the amount of cake Mia had in a fraction? Please pause the video and write it down. As you can see, the cake has been shared equally into 3 pieces. So the denominator is going to be 3. Mia ate 1 piece out of 3. So the numerator is going to be 1. And we read this fraction as 1/3. So Mia ate 1/3 of the cake. Tom and Jerry were a little slow at eating the cake, and Mia finished her piece. Then what is the leftover pieces? These 2 pieces are currently left over. Can you show it in a fraction? That's right. The denominator is still going to be 3 because it is still divided into 3 equal parts. And the top, which is the numerator, is going to be 2 because there are 2 pieces out of 3 that are still left over. So the fraction of remaining cake is 2/3. We read it as 2/3. This time, I would like you to work this one out. This time, we have 5 children, and they have a giant can of Coke. They're each holding up a cup, and they're going to share the can of Coke fairly and equally between them. Then, can you work out how much Coke this child is going to drink? Please pause the video and have a go at it yourself first. Let's go through this together. So because there are 5 students in total, we will have to share the Coke into 5 equal parts. So I will share this into 5 equal parts. We will pretend this is equal, although they don't look quite equal. And this student will probably take one part of this. So the fraction of the Coke he drinks or she drinks is going to be 1/5 because the Coke has been equally divided into 5 parts, and this child took 1 part of it. This time, write the fraction of these 3 children will drink. Please pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's go through it. The denominator will still be the same because there are still 5 equal parts that the Coke has been divided into. However, numerator is going to be different because each child will take 1 part, equaling in 3 parts of those 5. So the fraction of these 3 children is going to be 3/5. This time, I have a piece of sellotape that is 10 centimeters long, and from that 10 centimeters, I just need 3 centimeters of it, so I cut this 3 centimeters from the 10 centimeters. What is the fraction of the tape I have used? Please pause the video and have a go. Let's go through it. This 10 centimeter of the tape is 1 whole in this case. Because we are using centimeters in this case, we will imagine we share this tape equally into 1 centimeter. I have splitted this sellotape into each of the centimeters, so I have made 10 equal pieces. Out of those 10 equal pieces, 3 centimeters will take up 3 of those sections. So the denominator is going to be 10 and the numerator is going to be 3. So I have used 3/10 of the sellotape. Then do you think you can work out the remaining sellotape? What is the fraction of remaining sellotape? Please pause the video and write it down. Yes, you're right. There are 7 equal parts remaining. So the remaining sellotape is going to be 7/10. And what we can notice here is that if we add what I have used with what is remaining, we get 1 whole piece of the sellotape, which are 10 pieces. So if we have 10 pieces over 10 pieces, that's going to be the whole thing. Do you agree? From this, we know if the numerator equals to the denominator, that is going to equal to 1, which is the whole thing. Let's have a look at the last question. We have Tom and Jerry again. This time, they are sharing a giant pie. This is 1 whole pie. And from the picture, we can say that Tom is going to have 1/2 of the pie. And we can tell that Jerry is also going to have 1/2 of the pie. If we put what Jerry has eaten together with what Tom has eaten, it will make 1 whole pie. So 1 of the halves plus the other half is going to make 2 of the halves. And here also you can see that the numerator equals to the denominator, making 1 whole pie. So it's important for you to remember when the numerator and the denominator are the same numbers, then it is going to be 1. I hope you learned something meaningful today. You did a great job just by showing up and trying. It's okay to go slowly and it's okay to make mistakes. What matters is that you don't give up.
Thank you for watching. See you next lesson.